your support and with collaborative effort, we can awaken the world. It is time to awaken to truth. Let me elaborate upon the issues, some of which I have discussed in the book Mind Dimension, which some of you have read. A typical normal human being thinks that the world he or she experiences is the real physical world. However, the truth is that a human being does not and cannot experience the real physical world. I hope you all heard what I just said, and also understood what I just said. Now, this sounds crazy at first, but it's a scientific fact. The world that you see in vision perception is not the real physical world. You see a virtual reality interface generated and manifested by your own brain-mind system. Your brain receives sensory data from the eyes, which gets stimulated by real light coming from a light source or reflected off an object entering your eyes. The light enters your eyes, not the real object. The real object is somewhere outside, away from you, in a different coordinate of space-time, separate from you. And that separation is a gap between you and that object, and therefore there is no contact there between you two. So how can you experience the object? There is no way. So what nature has done is use these different mediums, such as the electromagnetic radiation, and in human beings we have the visible spectrum of the electromagnetic radiation that when reflects off certain objects and enters your eyes, your photoreceptors in the eye get stimulated by that particular energy of photons that then capture that stimulation data and send the stimulation data via neuroelectrical signals to the brain. Real light does not go to your brain. Only neuroelectrical signals go to your brain. Real light does not go to your brain. Only neuroelectrical signals go to your brain. Real light is not flowing through your body. So the brain, which is inside the skull, completely isolated from the real world, in total darkness inside that skull, has no access to real light or the real object from where that light came and entered your eyes. So now think about this. What does your brain do? Your brain processes the information, and then what does it do after that? It has to output something. What does it output? It outputs a visual image, a 3D visual image in a virtual reality interface, because that visual image is a virtual reality image. It is virtual. It is not the real object. In fact, it is in a totally different realm, the realm of your mind. So now think about this. There are severe implications of this. The world you see is not the real world. You see a virtual reality interface generated by your brain, manifested in the domain of your mind by your own brain-mind system. that manifestation of the visual image in your mind, in your visual mind, in the mind dimension, is what you experience as vision or sight of the world that you experience right now. As you look towards me, you're not looking at the real me. You can't see the real me. You cannot see anything real which is in this room, not even your own real bodies. But when you look toward me in this direction with your eyes, and the light comes into your eyes from this direction, your brain processes that data and generates a 3D virtual image, which is what you're experiencing right now. So you are looking at a visual image of me and this room, this hall, this stage, this platform here, this space between me and you and other people, and you're looking around, and you look around, look at other people and the walls and the ceiling and the light. You're not looking at real light. The light that you're not looking at real light. The light that you see is mind light. It is mind stuff. So let's go into that. At any given moment, when you are conscious and when you experience your senses of sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, pain, hunger, thirst, whatever it is that you experience, you are experiencing but your own mind, the virtual reality interface, which is 3D physical virtual reality interface. And what is it composed of? It is composed of the stuff which is but your own mind stuff, your consciousness. It is your consciousness stuff. And the consciousness stuff is what comes from your brain, manifests in your mind, in the mind dimension. Now, I go into it in the book, so when you read it, you'll get it. But these things have to be understood deeply, and you have to have direct insight of these realities, because they have severe implications. My friends, this stuff, these revelations, these scientific revelations have severe implications on our outlook, on life, on reality, on our existence, on the purpose for which we exist. We all ask that question, don't we? Why do I exist? What am I? Who am I? All that, right? This is revelation of your own reality. And when you attain to this revelation, when you have insight of your own reality, it is what we call self-realization. This is enlightenment, when you get it. Enlightenment of what? Enlightenment of truth. Enlightenment simply means knowledge, insight of truth. And so when Buddha got enlightened about his own reality and the reality of the world he was experiencing, he attained to the deepest insights of the nature of reality that even transcends the reality of the world you experience. And then you attain to the insight of the purpose for which you exist. My friends, these things have severe implications.